Hey guys, back with another one. So let me share something with you really quickly. And let me also put this in here as well. As you guys come in, please let me know if you're getting the notifications. I'm gonna be going equally live on my second channel. So make sure you subscribe. We're gonna go over there right now as we speak. And I'm also going to equally be putting out video content premieres on my second channel as well. I really think that there's an issue with the notifications going out. I also looked at my analytics yesterday, and I compared the two from both channels, and it seems like the information for notifications for my subscribers, everything's all good over there. Systems are running all good over there. So with that being said, I'm gonna probably, like I said, spend equal time over on both my channels. It doesn't make any sense to have two channels and you're not using them. And I feel like we'll be able to connect better, me being on my second channel, because all systems are definitely rolling over there. So we're gonna start doing videos and live streams and everything over there. So let me just share the screen really quickly before we begin. I find it to be really funny how the exposed queen, the sucking his thumb queen has moved on to Shakana now. I find that to be really funny. And also I'll be posting on my second channel. I'll be also posting my live streams on both channels equally, so that there's no way that if I'm live that you'll be able to miss it. Like I said, don't wait for notifications, because you don't know when you're going to get them messing around with YouTube, okay? As we all know. So this is my second channel, SL Davis Social Media News. And you'll be able to tell the difference between the two and know that it's my second channel, because it's a black and silver background, first and foremost. And also the subscriber count is lower. Okay, less videos, less contents on this channel. So those would be the two ways that you'll be able to. Why isn't this doing this? That you'll know it's my second channel. And I don't know why. Okay, here we go. So I have a live going out today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, we will be going live on my second channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I thought that I had the likes were wasn't private, but I'll check that out later. So yeah, so 8 p.m. in 6 hours, we will be going live on this channel. It's the Lashun's obsessed with Shamar. Another bad situation for Shamar. We're going to definitely chop it up on that topic. So I just want to show you guys really quickly so that you guys will be there. Hey, Wendelina. Hey, Desiree. I hope it is a lawsuit, so it's a warning to the rest of the characters to don't be spreading false information about someone they don't know. See, I look at it like this. I'm gonna read these comments, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of people been trying to get in my ear saying that's what I need to do. But no, come on. This is commentary for me. I choose not to put my personal life on social media. So for someone that doesn't put any sort of information about their life on social media, and you have somebody who, just because they're mad because you're putting the truth out on them, they decide they want to just make up stuff. Yeah, that's character assassinating. That's also not commentary, and that's also messy. But see, I don't need to do a judgment on them, because YouTube will eventually. Because when LaShawn goes to monetize this content, or even if he gets monetized, he's not going to last long, because we can already see how his head's all big. He's sitting up here, which is against the guidelines of YouTube's community, that you just put up doxing of people's addresses, personal information that can get somebody harmed. And let me just tell you how devious the circle is. Somebody also sent me LaShawn's actual address to where he lives. And I confirmed it with somebody I knew would know if that was a troll sending me an actual address of his or not. And they said, no, that is his address. I'm not going to talk too much about what was said in the conversation because pretty much I want to keep you guessing. And only reason why I want to keep you guessing to who confirmed it is because I'm not trying to start no mess up here. I'm too blessed to be starting no mess. I do commentary, and that is it. That is all. I don't like to go, above and beyond because it does not make any sense. To take this so personal. It's not my life. I share with you people who do this for a bag. As far as putting their toxic, we all have toxicity behind closed doors, but for them to put this out to the public, about their toxicity is crazy. Like, you think I'm gonna record myself or show you guys me cussing my husband out? And I cuss him out all the time. And I also use not so nice words because I cuss in my real life, but I just don't do it at my place of business. These people don't know how to cut it off and cut it on. Now, there was a lot of ad-libbing going on with LaShawn and the rest of the people at the time that was running with Shamar and Shamar's circle, and they were ad-libbing too much, and the grasp that they had on Shamar where they could have utilized him like Alvo did, they didn't get a chance to. So, people like Lashana mad at their life. So if it takes for them to make up bogus claims, have a homeless person who you guys keep calling a female, which I believe it was probably a transgender. It looked like from the forehead and the eyes, it was a woman in the hair. But it sounded like somebody who is a very feminine man, that their voice sounded feminine, or they're on some type of hormones. I don't know. But I don't think that was a female that was with that mask on, posted up in front of conveniently posted up where they probably posted up 7 days a week because that's probably where they live, in the street. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how they would be able to buy juices from me if I was selling juices and they were sitting there begging also for a cigarette. So, it just doesn't make any sense. And if you're such a health conscious person, you shouldn't be smoking cigarettes. You should have been drinking them juices. People are crazy. I wonder how much he paid that lady to lie about juices, Newports, and what else? Exactly. Yeah, that was probably 9 times out of 10 a homeless person. I noticed 2 people in the circle. I'm not going to really name. Well, no, I'm going to say it. Kay, one of them, because I got to keep it real. I have nothing against Kay, but I noticed that they migrate, and LaShawn, they both, and I could be wrong. Maybe Kay is a person that really wants to help these people in these kind of communities. But I think that sometimes those kind of people are waiting in the bushes, watching in the bushes like people be watching up here on social media, and they see something that is going to get them to a bag, and they utilize it. And that's what LaShawn does. He takes advantage of the disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? People who are homeless, probably on drugs, and just all this mess going on with them. You know what I'm saying? And they just take advantage of them. So I really think that this is what this is all about. Just taking advantage of the homeless, the people who come from traumas like Shamar and Alvo. Another thing too, getting off the subject, I saw a video, and it was actually a video that was on TikTok of Alvo's personal video. And I really thought it was a screenshot of Alvo's teeth and the whites of his eyes. Them eyes are yellow like butter. I think that he really needs to go for a serious checkup. And I'm not even trying to be funny. This is like just a motherly thing that I just said. It says, hey, SL in chat at work, but I'm in the bushes. That's what's up, Chef Sky. Hello, Latanya. Hello, Frederick. Listen to me. I always be messing your name up. Frederica, how are you, sweetie? Hey, Toy. 1977. Can y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all got your notifications? Because I might give this channel a break. Like I said, we're going to be definitely going on to my second channel. And matter of fact, something I should have did, I'm about to do it right now. I'm going to give you the link while I'm in here so you guys can just head over there. I'll also put it in there. I should have pinned it in here at the beginning. But yeah, this is my main channel right here. I mean, my second channel. So I just put the link in there. Hey, love. Grand Rising, sweetie. Australia Perry. Hey, Toby. How you doing, sweetie? Hey, player. What's good with you? He's just trying to bait whoever he can. Both of those clowns are pathetic. Yeah. And you know, it was so funny because people were saying, what's up with, you know, 2 grown men up here? You're talking about Lashun and old boy that was up on the platform with him. Messy. What's up with them just laughing like 2 kids? Like, this is funny. Hey, you know, if you like it, I love it. You know, like I said, some people just don't know any better and they claim they're making all this kind of money. But if you're making money, you know that there's things you do and there's things you don't do. If you might not be able to can't stand me, for an example. But if you're sitting up here doing stuff and you're in the business atmosphere, you know, making real money, you know, on social media in general, you know not to have a fallout with your counterparts and be putting out the information like, you know, address and telephone number and stuff like that. Because if something happens to that person, you're going to be the first one they're going to point that finger at. So my husband, he was being funny because, you know, he buys and sells cars and he goes to different states, but we've never been to Atlanta, Georgia. But he was like, listen, he said, I'm gonna have my nephew look up, because his nephews work for him and drive the cars back. So he was like, I'm gonna have my nephews, my nephew, not nephews, the head one, that the oldest one that does all the looking up different popping auction spots, right? With legit used cars that can be resold and brought back to the car lot that we have, right? So he was like, I'm gonna have him look up somewhere in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, that's known for reliable cars. And we're gonna drive down there, and what we'll do is we'll go to the spot and we'll record him just to get his reaction. You know, my husband's older, so he's not on that, you know. And if he was to, you know, pop off, it wouldn't be him. He would order one of his nephews to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, I'm not doing all that, you know. But he said, no, it'd be like a vacation, and it also would be like content. So I said, nah, I'm not going to be doing that. I said, because these folks be the kind of people that they sit there and act like the big bad wolf. And soon as you do something, like come to their spot, they ready to call 911. You see how Shamar do. Shamar will invite you to his house for a fight in a minute, and the po be there in 2.5 seconds. Was on Shamar's live and seen the safe sitting on the floor. That's funny that you said that. 1977. This is when he was showing the dog. Put that yes in the chat if that's what you're talking about. I saw it too, up against the wall. LaShawn is barking up the wrong tree with Shakana. She is gonna let him have it. You already know Toby Warner. Give them enough rope so they can hang themselves. It's an old saying, but true. Oh my God, I saw that because my recording went haywire, but I was able to salvage some of the exact live that you're referring to last night. And that was towards the end after he got into it on Messy's platform with this lady who knew him since he was a kid. And she was running all the business on him. I guess how he used to disrespect his mother. Thank you so much, player, man. I don't know what I'd do without you. Hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday, Ryan. Hold on, let me put on a video really quickly because I gotta do something really quickly. I hate that I have to do this, but I'm gonna have to put something on really quickly. Hold on. Oh man, I hate when people do this while I'm trying to do something. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah. And of course he's live at the time that I'm live because the dude is a weirdo. But see, I'm not like on that time right now with a little kid. I'm gonna listen, I'm putting this on only because I have to go do something really quickly. And I want to make sure that I keep your attention. So I'm gonna put this on. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put something on really quickly and I'm gonna be right back. So I just want to, probably so. I saw Messy in my comment section. I didn't even respond to it because, I know that a lot of people that follow me sometime, like when I do respond to comments, and I respect you guys for this because you're just looking out for me. And you're basically not telling me what I want to hear. You're telling me what I need to hear. A lot of times you guys be on some, you didn't even need to say nothing. One of us would have got him. And it's not even about, being immature and jumping on somebody who is their opinion. It's just that, you're supposed to be a commentator. You run, a tight ship. You know what I'm saying? There's things that you do and there's things that you don't do up here on social media. And one of them is to go back with somebody who you do comment, that you commentate on, who is messy. I feel as though you should be able to do commentary without getting too extra with it. And so I try to keep it cute. Did you take your flowers back from Messy Doll? Yes. No, I didn't think I gave him any flowers. You said, did you take your flowers back from Messy Dog? Yet I didn't think I gave him any flowers yet. Yep, I agree. They gravitate easily, exploit people for views and like, yeah. But see, it's one thing like, they're doing like sort of like how Tasha K was. They, Tasha, well, let me just give you an example. No, Tasha K she started talking about Cardi B. She started seeing that the views were coming in. And then she started making up lies to keep the viewership in. Because it's never that much to talk about one person. But the only reason why there's so much to talk about with Shamar is Shamar knows how he got the clout. And that was with his lifestyle of being dramatic, homeless, in the street, the wildebeest, renegade lifestyle. So when you live that kind of a lifestyle, every day of your life is toxic. It's just part of the the whole look that you got going on that you want people to portray you as. And this content is drama filled, and the people that are in these stories are people who come from traumatizing situations in their life, and hurt people. So it is what it is. Yep, I agree. They gravitate easily towards exploiting people for views and likes. I already read that. Kay used to run homeless homes. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense why she gravitates towards these clowns. I don't know, but no, I don't really care about what he did. That just all it does, people don't look at the common sense of it all. It just lets you know, how can you take anything that's said for face value that LaShawn's saying, even if he did crack the code and found out what really happened or why they went on this storyline about Shamar's money was taken. How could you believe him? LaShawn may have posted it, but that's the work of message that he has. I mean, known for types. Well, yeah. I get what you're saying. Probably so, because I don't really think that LaShawn is that bright. Because I look at his content because I obviously do commentary on him, and he reminds me of a ditzy blonde. Only one that he's really running game on would be somebody like Shamar, somebody that's not really comprehending. You feel what I'm saying? So, I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. It's the throwing rocks and hiding your hands. Let me see. Where was I just at? I gotta see where I was at. I just lost my place. It says, but if it was my brother, he probably would have went looking for LaShawn, and it wouldn't be nice. Yeah, probably so, but I got too much to lose. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to have nobody sitting in jail behind my work that I do. This comes with the territory and stuff. A lot of people that are in my life have been in jail for many of years of their life. And anyone who's been day ones of my Nature Boy content in particular, they know I'm very transparent about um the street lifestyle of people that have been in my life. My husband was in jail for 10 years straight, didn't see the whole 90s. So, and the first time he went to real prison was when he was 17 years old. So, he's changed his life, but he has a very institutionalized mindset. But people can change. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed of saying that. My son was gang affiliated and got shot in the chest, and God was on his side, because when he got shot in the chest with a bullet, they didn't take the bullet out of my son, but they didn't even have to cut his chest open. It's like like a dent. Now, how many people get shot in that area and they're even here today? So you know what I'm saying? And I say this, you might say, well, why would you be telling your business about that? I'm not giving you names and locations and all that other stuff. I'm just telling you that I'm entitled to tell my story, because trust and believe, I know when a person's just talking the talk and walking the walk. I know people in real life. You feel what I'm saying? About that life. They're not about that life. They're trying to just get in where they fit in. I know people that are really about that life, and I'm not going to put anybody in harm's way or their freedom get taken behind some sissy that still will be out here doing the same thing tomorrow. Hey, Manifest. You know what I'm saying? None of these girls that just popped up on the scene. I'm not talking about Alvo and Tommy, because they've been getting money off this, train wreck with the Shamar situation. But like the new girls, Lashun, Messy, I don't know what kind of money they was getting prior. But I know I can confirm that, Alvo and especially Tommy the Gossip getting money. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what people do when they're trying to get at that money. It says like and subscribe. Yes, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and everything. Please get the likes up. Hey, what's up, Tender Catering? How are you guys? So, this is content to me, and people's behaviors. When the rabbit got the gun, like in this situation, to me is an opportunity. So that's how I look at it. It's content. It's home. G baby, you're bad. It's funny how LaShawn comes up with a lie about you and your husband. And then, but see, it's so comical. Me and my husband had a laugh about it, because it was a lie where he was talking about he had to place somebody at the scene of being in contact with me about juices. To me it's hilarious. It just goes to show how far somebody will go with trying to tarnish your name. It just, to me, it was funny. I didn't really take it offensive. I don't think nobody else should have. SL, don't entertain them. They're trying to get views. I watched their live yesterday. They had 58 views. Yeah, so it's content. I'll let them shine for a little while, like I did Alvo, and then I stopped talking about Alvo. Now, I bring them up, Alvo, but I don't do that many videos too much on Alvo. I'm not trying to say that I won't be going ham back on Alvo again, but Alvo's not really doing anything worth me like commentating about. And if he does, like say today, I run across something that's, that I can commentate, that's commentation worthy, then I'll put it up. But I thought that was funny. Hey, Coco. I thought it was just funny and stuff. And I just shared it with you. When I saw it, I started cracking up. I was like, it's about time somebody, promote me, because that's all that we as commentators, whether we say good stuff about these characters or not, That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing is commentating, and we're bringing awareness to them, and it promotes them. It's free promotion. It's free promotion. But yeah, you got to be careful. I can't let nobody egg me into doing something irrational, because these are people that they talk mess online. They're not going to bust a grape in a fruit fight with stiletto heels on in a vineyard. So, I'm not going to set myself up and, yeah, you should go handle that. For what? So I could be behind bars? No. And why? I want to be exposed too. Like, when I say exposed, I mean as his father's, who I am in my channel, so I can get my viewership up. They don't have content, they're making up stuff about people. Exactly, Toy. Exactly. So but let Lashun sucking his thumb tell it. I'm crying about, man, I made about 5 videos since you put that 1 or 2. I think he put up what, 1 video up of me. Stop it. Or 2. That's content for me, little boy. Little boy. Hey, Latifah. Lashun. Tender catering. Shamar ain't broke, first of all. He is way too stingy for that, right? They doing anything for clout. They're doing anything for clout. Yeah, but it's dangerous though. It is dangerous. But and like a lot of people speaking into existence, and you guys don't have to speak it into existence, because the fact of the matter is, when he picked what's her name? Oh God, I can't even think of her name. What's the lady that he did content on yesterday? Shakana. When he did content on Shakana, he did it on the right one. Now she gonna go to the left with it. She might even lose. She might even lose some contracts, because she gonna get like just overboard with it. Just because he, put her up in the thumbnail and talked about it for an hour. I'm not gonna do that. I look at that as free promotion. He was saying last night, first person sent him $30, they will be his mom for a year. I heard it. I was in that live. Yep. Just money driven. He trust me, he might get to 1 or 2 bags, but I don't even see the channel get monetized, because once they do a human review on that channel of Thumb Sucker, aka Lashun, once they get a review human person to come in there and review it, they're gonna see he's cussing and carrying on. Sorry guys, I drank some of my juice. We got you, your bad girl. I know you do, Jessica, baby. Make sure y'all hit that like button now. And remember, we're going live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my second channel. Now, I don't want every live that we have to tell you guys that, because I'm quite sure you guys can see when I'm live. I think that I've been in this game long enough where I make it where you can find me, even if the notifications don't go out. So if you don't find me tonight, that's because you wasn't trying to find me. Let me see. What did I just do? Hold on. I just lost track of my girl. I know your husband don't play in wood in this. Oh yes, tender catering. You already know, sis. You know me off of YouTube. Shamar and his. Yeah, it's funny. It says Alvo is clever little fella. He's involving himself with some TikTok beef to stay relevant. That's what Lashun's doing too. That's what Lashun's doing too with Shakana and me. He keeps trying to bring Tommy the Gossip in it, but Tommy the Gossip is doing exactly what I should be doing, but I choose not to. He's been ignoring it. You know, Lashun doesn't have any home training. You got to look at the big picture. Anybody that is willing to go to a family member's house that has nothing to do with the beef, somebody's mother or father's house, and disrespect their place of residence is a straight thirsty clout chaser. People that do it to that level can get unalived. That's crazy. Looking for ways to swindle folks. Yep, exactly. Come on, let's make it make sense. Put a 1 in the chat when clout chasing has went too far when you're going to somebody's parents' house. Broke mindset, no question. Right. When you're used to having things, you don't have to be like that. Happy Saturday, S.L. Davidson. No, today's Friday. Please don't say Saturday. You about to have me say happy Saturday to you. No, it's Friday. Don't jump to Saturday yet. Let me get through Friday first. Hope you are all well today. Happy Friday, intelligent. Yeah, but we're gonna go over to my second channel tonight, and I'm gonna start on a regular basis putting up content because YouTube's kind of broken over here for me on this channel. And I'm gonna definitely, consistently put up my work over here because you guys are used to me posting over here. But Sister Girl has to get up and active on my second channel because I really think that systems are all go with the second channel. Y'all will definitely, if you're subscribed over at my second channel, if you got your notification bell option all on, you'll definitely get your notifications. Because they're gonna treat that channel as a smaller channel and give me what I need to get this information out to you guys. Thank you. I'm doing okay. I hope that you are well today. Yes, I am. Yeah. But thank you for everyone that reached out to me. But there's no reason to reach out to me. It's not like Lashun beat me up on live and recorded it. That would never happen. He just had to make up a juicing lie on me. And then he's so desperate for clout, he even had to put himself in a lie. Oh, I used to fool around with her husband a couple of years ago. Now, what if, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this. Now, what if I was an HI victim and was in an HI relationship with my husband, and you're saying that you used to be with him a couple of years ago? I'm just saying for an example. You know how people will sit there and lie on their privates? Like back in the day, you may have had a dude from the hood that used to lie on a fine chick that was in the neighborhood talking about he hit it. And the girl could have anything going on. He was raised by the jungle. They all was, honey. Jessica. Ops, yeah. Says they play that mess up there in Atlanta. That won't happen here in New Orleans because they don't play down here, baby. Oh, yeah, I heard about New Orleans, but it won't happen up here in Boston either. It won't happen up here in Boston either. And better yet, not in my household. And the people that, my loved ones that are surrounding me. I have something to tell you when you get a chance. Call me when you get a moment. I will. I'll call you when I get off of live. Yeah. It says, what is the mess about Alvo and Izzy being on divorce? I don't know nothing about that. I wouldn't be surprised if they were married in real life and it came out. You know what I'm saying? That who knows? That might be the alleged reason that Alvo Nosey may have been married to at one point in time. Who knows with these people? Like I said, they'll do anything for clout, and we all know that at this point. It is bad out here in these streets, honey. He will be looking so ridiculous. And you already know, Manifest. And I'm wondering what happened to LaShawn's job. Did he get fired? He probably did. Who knows? He may have broke into a building, office building, and set up shop like he really works a 9 to 5. These people just go extreme. And the reason why I say that is because for you to pay somebody probably a box of Newports to say that they was at a hospital in some state, I guess in Atlanta, Georgia, because I poured not they didn't even have sense enough to say that they got sick off the juices, but they don't know what's in it. They're like running with this. I'm at the emergency. Don't know what's wrong with them, but saying that a date R drug was put inside of the drink. Come on, now you're doing too much. And you know that the people that are watching them, like I said, people don't want to live in the truth. They want to live in a lie because the lie goes on and on and on. The truth ceases and desists everything. People don't want to live in the truth. So that lie that was told today, I mean, not today, yesterday, people who was in my bushes that can't stand me because they're pocket watching, because that's the only thing that I can think of why they can't stand me, is that they're not like doing anything in their life, worth living for, or they think it's not worth living for. So it's like, oh, I got somebody who's fake exposing SL Davis, so I'm gonna come out the bushes and I'm now gonna participate with this person that doesn't see eye to eye with SL Davis. The people are just weird. Then I saw people saying that I did that to them. So that just goes to show how far the hate goes. When people will chime in and act like it happened to them by me too. You're like, you're weird. Dorchester in the building. Yeah, I seen that. That's crazy. Played with a box of Newport hilarious. Yeah, in front of I guess of a hospital, talking about this sick, and begging for some money. You mean to tell me you had $25 or $40 or whatever you said I so-called charged for some juices, but you didn't have enough money to buy no Newport cigarettes? Come on now, you begging out front the hospital. You supposed to be sick and you thinking about a cigarette. Come on now, pay with their box of Newports hilarious. Probably so. We don't play. That is right, exactly. 1977. I can't stand Lashun or Messy. I tolerate them, but yeah, it was somebody that wasn't here that said you're gonna give back Messy his flowers back. I didn't think I ever gave him any flowers and stuff. Because trust and believe, I try to stay far away from trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna be sitting up there. I'm not Shamar. You ain't gonna be sitting up there trying to make no content on me. Cause I already know how y'all ninjas come. Y'all be making up stuff. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing that with me. That dope got her sick. Right, exactly. Y'all come to LaShawn's show. Oh God. Please, mods, watch my chat, please. Thank you. Please watch my chat. That's what I got you here for, to watch the chat. Not to be listening to the people in here that want to troll. You fears me? All right, let me see something. Matter of fact, thank you. Yeah, don't start. Oh, that was the wrong message. Wait a minute, was it? Oh no, maybe it wasn't. Let me see. Oh yeah, you got the right one. Yeah, you did. And matter of fact, let me also do this. Because around here we don't put people in timeout. We just remove them. Yeah, I don't have time for all that and stuff. You go over there listening to that One Life to Live and As the World Turns. Because that boy crazy. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, so like I said, beautiful things come out of things. You feel what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm gonna let Shakana work her set on that mess. I'm gonna let her do that. But at the same time, I ain't got no smoke with Shakana, so I hope that she doesn't go get carried away with it. Because if she got a lot of stuff going on for herself, I don't know what she got going on for herself because I don't follow her. But I don't want to see her get herself jammed up, you know, or opportunities that she has going on for her to be canceled because she's feeding into nobodies. They're one hit wonders. They're not going to be around for long. If she had money for juice, she could have gotten her hair done with. Right, Kay? Yes. I don't, everyone keeps saying it's a she. I really think it's a guy, actually. Get him out of here. We don't care. Exactly, Ryan. And I'm from Atlanta. We don't rock with Shamar down here. Don't even. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So you must not mess with his circle either, then. That's what I'm assuming. Because a lot of these people came from being underneath. Hey, Cavry. Well, how do you say your name? Carvis? Carvis Bell. How you doing? Says many have really tried helping many in that group, and they refuse to take proper advice over and over. Everything is a twisted mind game for them all. Yeah, because I even seen when Shamar the other day went on. I'm not even gonna keep saying that other character's name, and it's only because I just don't have time for. Because I know it's a thirsty situation. I know that these characters are not getting no money in real life. They might say that they are, but they're not. Um, and they'll definitely say, "Wow, well, LaShawn's on to something, so maybe I should do it next," right? Crash dummies. But they were on TikTok, and you know how like Shamar is easily influenced, and Shamar was sitting up there like really with regular dudes that were on TikTok that be hosting on TikTok, acting like in front of people, their girlfriends, like Shamar did something with them dudes. So a couple of dudes had got mad because they went on a couple of people's platform, and you could really get hurt in real life doing that. Like that's not nothing even funny about that. And then you're sounding all serious and arguing back and forth. And this dude's like really telling you stop saying that you did something with me. I'm not no DL dude. Man, you gotta stop that crazy stuff. Yeah, from the same hood Tommy and Shamar from. I never seen Shamar around here. Oh, okay. Yeah, but I like me some Tommy because Tommy to me is funny. I like Tommy. And I remain on that. So you know that if I like somebody, I don't have nothing bad to say about them, even if there are people that might not like, Tommy the Gossip, and they're subscribed to my channel or whatever the situation is. You always gotta put a one in the chat. I always I give Tommy his flowers because he's funny. I can't. It ain't no taking no side. I'm in my own lane. Tommy is funny. It's no denying that. Shamar's going to get himself hurt. He always calling folks out to fight. They all do, not just Shamar. Shamar's sitting up there mimicking LaShawn and all the rest of the tough guys and girls. You know, my patient is limited and it gets exhausting. And there are others who participate to help and put in time and effort. Yeah, you already know. You can tell they don't mess with Doll. Said he gets money like 15 times. I'm like, who is trying to convince? Right, exactly. Who you trying to convince? I know in real life that they're not. So, I just be like, whatever. You know. And I don't feel like they have to convince me by showing any receipts, because I don't believe it. I don't believe they get money at all. They're like roaches. They've been in the bushes. They're tired of looking at Tommy, the gossip, getting to the bag. So now they're doing whatever they have to do to get to the bag too. So they can get out the basements of their mother's house or parents' house, or, get their life right wherever they're living at. And it's just a shame. I love me some Tommy. It's sad how they're trying to ruin him. But you know what, Toy? You said they're trying to ruin him. How are they trying to ruin him? Only way that can happen is if Tommy the gossip allows that. They can't ruin no Tommy the gossip. People can ruin themselves in the process of trying to be jealous and ruin somebody. That's what's going to end up happening. Tommy have you fooled like Messy Dog did. Nobody has me fooled. I don't know any of these people in real life, but no one to have me fooled. I'm not friends with them. When I say I like Tommy, I'm talking about I like the content. He makes me laugh. I don't know Tommy the gossip in real life. See, that's why that's what I keep telling y'all. Y'all sometimes treat this like a soap opera. Y'all be thinking y'all know the characters in the game, and you don't. So when you hear me say, "Oh, I like Tommy," you think that I'm saying Tommy's my friend. I don't know Tommy. I don't know Tommy from a can of paint. I'm not here to make friends. These are my co-workers. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard me say it a dozen times. I like Tommy, and he doesn't have a problem giving people their flowers instead of hating on them. Exactly. He's funny. Like, you never hear me get into like a long drawn out, even if he's doing something that I think might be out of pocket. I can only describe Tommy as when I go into his live, he be cracking me up. He's funny. That's it. I never really like him. A lot of people don't. Just like when he came into my chat, you wasn't disrespectful, but I'm not going back and forth with you because I already know that, all y'all are messy. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all can't help being messy because there's a mental illness going on. So you got to look at stuff like that. It's a mental illness going on. But you got to understand, I've come from the toughest sectors, where you do commentary on certain people and, they'll attack you. They're deep, and they'll come at you trying to expose you when there's no expose. And that just comes with the territory of doing content. That's why I said, I'm not going to fight nobody or, be mad about it, because I'm going to still do my content on Lashun. But what I'm going to do, but I'm different than him. I'm not going to make no lies up on him, but I'm going to definitely state my opinion. Once I heard Gucci Mane say he messed with your husband, I said, Lord, take the wheel. Who's Gucci Mane? Who's that? What are we talking about? Gucci Mane said he messed with your husband. I don't even know who that is. I guess that's the name for Lashun. That's his nickname. I don't know. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But it's for the clout and views. Some people rather get it by just, hey, you got to wait till the content becomes available and hear it from the horse's mouth, whether they're lying or not. We can record it, give our opinions on it, be responsible, say the word allegedly, and keep it moving. Or you can get people who, when it's dry out here and they're trying to get to a bag, they can make up stories on you, and that's it. That's how some people get ahead of the race, and that's what Lashun's trying to do. He's trying to get ahead of the race. So there's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. He's doing it the way he wants to do it. So hey, if you like it, I love it. I've said a million times I don't trust Messy Dog, and he's been trying to be in something for months. Yep, I don't trust none of them. It says rest of the. Yeah, they're looking for a come up. That's all it is. Yeah. But it's dangerous the way they're doing it. It's thirsty and dangerous. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So I wouldn't want to put my husband or my family in harm's way trying to get to a bag, and then now I'm involving my family into some BS. You feel what I'm saying? To have to, clean up. Yeah, they can't touch Tommy, and they know it. Well, listen, guys, I'm about to get off. I will be back on here tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me show you guys something really quickly. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, hold on. Here it is. All right, I'm going to share this channel, and I'm also going to put the link in the description box. All right, so let me share this really quickly with you guys. Share. So I'm going live tonight on my second channel. It's gonna be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my second channel. Okay, guys, and I'm gonna click on my second channel. You always know you're on my second channel when you look at the black background. It's not the vibrant background that I have on my main channel, and the subscriber count is less. So that's how you'll be able to tell where you're at. You'll know it's the second channel. I'm gonna put the link right now, and I'm gonna put it inside of the chat so you can redirect and go and subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is on with the option all. Here it is right here. And I will be seeing you guys tonight, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll chop it up some more. Ain't no one clown stop no show. Ain't no one hoe stop no show. No, let me stop. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah. Bye for now. Okay, good. You have your notification on. Thank you, sweetie. And whoever's not a mod over there, make sure you say when you come in, because I'll forget, man. It's a lot of you. Just say, mod, I need my wrench, because you guys are probably not mods over there. So you can get your wrench. Okay? All right. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Bye for now. Mwah.